I sometimes take the example of a child who's just joined the kindergarten at the age of 4. And you ask him, what's your ambition? He says, I want to get a PhD in some very complicated subject like nuclear physics or something like that. This 4-year-old, imagine the ambition that 4-year-old has. When are you going to get that, son? Oh, it'll take a while, but I'm going to get there. And he's never going to tire of pressing on to that. When he gets to first grade, second grade, third grade, he's got to get a PhD in nuclear physics. Think if we had an ambition like that. Lord, I'm going to be like you. That's my ambition. I'm not going to sit in the kindergarten forever. I'm going to press on. I'm going to go to the first grade and second grade. I know I'm not going to jump up there all of a sudden. It may take me 20 years to get there, but I'm going to get there. Let those who are mature, those who want to behave like mature children of God, not like babies. Let me paraphrase it like those who don't want to be babies. Let us have this attitude. That's basically what it says in verse 15. And that is, acknowledge first of all that I have not become perfect, but I want to become perfect. I press on so that I may lay hold of that for which Christ laid hold of me. When you think of parents who send their children to the most expensive schools and colleges and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, which other parents cannot afford, to give their children the best education, what will you think of a son or daughter who was like a wastrel in that college? I believe that a lot of God's children are like that. When you think of the tremendous price that Christ has paid, which is far more than hundreds of thousands of dollars a parent may spend on a college, in order that we might get a spiritual education, and that is to become more and more like Christ every year. So we must not sit back and say, I'm not perfect. That's only one part of it. We must say, I'm not perfect, but, that's how verse 12 is. I'm not perfect. I've not become like Christ, but I'm pressing on. If you can say that, but I'm pressing on, you're okay. But if you just sit back and say, well, I'm not perfect. When somebody corrects you about something, I've heard believers talk like this. Somebody says, hey, that's not the way you should behave. You say, well, I'm not perfect. They shrug their shoulders, and it appears to me they have absolutely no intention to be perfect. They'll be in the same condition 10 years from now. There is no but. I want to press on. Thank you, brother, for showing that to me. I'm very happy that you pointed out something in me that's not Christ-like. I want to be perfect. I hope you'll have that type of passion. Then you will never be offended with anybody who corrects you. You'll be very thankful